And we're back with another episode of Lakers Latest. I'm Gerald Glassford, the host of the Lakers Latest podcast, part of the Fan Arc Network. Make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe today to get the latest notifications, especially when you hit that bell, ting ting, right there for you to go ahead and make sure you get that notification when the Lakers Latest gets uploaded from our good friends at the Fan Arc Network. Right there. And speaking of those guys, right there's that logo, Fan Arc Network. Make sure you like and subscribe to me, but also as well when you hop on over to the main channel on YouTube for Fan Arc, just by typing in Fan Arc on a YouTube search and it pops right up. Ping! Right there. You just go ahead and check it on out because they have a ton of shows featuring a ton of teams that you need to check out today. So please stop on by the Great Fan Arc main hub channel on YouTube as well. Well, the Lakers, when I saw on my phone and Google had already put on their Lakers versus Washington Wizards coming up, Lakers chance of winning 92%, even without Luka in the lineup. I wonder what it would have been with him in the lineup. You want to put it down below, maybe like 98% or whatnot. But this game, after getting off to a very sluggish start where the Lakers were down by one, kind of irritated me. I'm like, why are they down to this team who Ban McMahon from ESPN, Tim McMahon, calls the Lizards because they have so many L's on their record as far as their win-loss record in recent years are concerned. How do you let a team like that lead you at the end of the first quarter? But they did by one. And then the Lakers just realized, you know what? As in the past couple days, or couple games, I should say, against these tanking teams, they realized they were playing the Wizards and decided to go ahead and break out for a 40-18 second quarter run, leading big at the half. Gave some of it back in the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, finally stopped playing around with their food. Finally said, you know what, we're going to kick this into high gear. Finally going to give Austin Reeves and LeBron some rest. Austin Reeves only had, 27 minutes, I believe. And LeBron still over 30 at 33 minutes. I guess the thing that's brought up now a lot is the fact that at 41 he has played substantially more minutes than Victor Wembanyama at this point. So I'll let you go ahead and discuss that what you will, because it was a source of discussion on our post game on my other channel. But when it came down to it, again, the Lakers halfway through the fourth quarter decided to kick it into another gear. They finally got it above 20 and stayed above 20, 25, whatnot, before finally taking everybody out and putting the scrubs in there. And the Lakers just cruised from there on out to get the 120-101 victory. They're now at 49-26. And with 7 games left, guys, they are just one win away from tying last season's record of 50 wins. And that's obviously looking like more and more like the Lakers will improve upon that. And so it's a credit to the team, the coaching staff. Absolutely a great credit to them for building this winner and laying the foundation and believing that the big three concept would work as far as LeBron, Austin, and Luka, and that they would coalesce and be able to finally play with each other to the level that they needed to, although they didn't need the big three tonight, of course, with Luka's suspension. But it was great to see LeBron James with a triple-double, 21, 10, and 12. Austin Reeves didn't shoot very well, 0-4 from 3, 4-11 overall, but he did go 11-12 at the line, got 9 assists, 19-9 for him. DeAndre Ayton was a 12-7. It's funny because when you look at it, the center position, they were 13 of 13 and literally had any time they wanted to go down low. The Lakers could have and should have put this away right from the get-go because they had such a sheer size advantage over Washington, over a guy in Tristan Vukcevic, who I've talked about on my other channel. I remember when he was a rookie coming in the league, playing at Summer League, and we were just it's halftime, and I was washing my hands in the restroom, and here he comes along with several other Boston and Washington players, because that's who was playing at the Cox Pavilion. And they come in, they do their business, and as they're leaving, he's just running in and out. He's washing his hands real quick, and Tristan Vukovic is just like spraying water all over me. I'm like, dude. And as he ran out, didn't even apologize or whatnot. But I know he was busy playing a summer league game at that time. But Tristan Vukovic was the only size for the Washington Wizards today. And if that's the case, you're in a whole lot of trouble. And the Lakers just repeatedly pounded the ball inside. Could have done it a whole lot more, but they were perfect from the field, 13 to 13. Jackson Hayes even hit a three, 2 of 3 from the line, 19 and 7 for him. Also, as well, 5 block shots between him and Ayton. And if they're getting that kind of production, 31 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 block shots, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. And obviously making a case for the Lakers as we continue to go forward in the playoffs if they can continue to get that kind of production from the center position. Luke Kennard also had 19, 7 to 10 from him, 4 or 5 from 3. Bronny got some extended minutes, 26 minutes tonight. Was not very impressive. So it goes back to the conversation we had about Bronny. I just don't think when you cannot excel like we saw many of the players do on the Lakers team against the Washington Wizards tonight, and when you cannot excel and you had a bad game, 2 of 10, 0 of 5 from 3, I think it just shows you that we need to slow down on the Bronny thing, because he's just not a rotation player at this point in time. So I think there's still more improvement that needs to be made, but I think that really showcased exactly where he is at realistically, as far as concerned, because you've got a larger sample size than at any point in time this season, and I think you see what's right there right now with it, and there's still a long ways to go with him. But again, overall, great victory for the Lakers, and they just get the win with it. They are 49 and 26, still third place in the Western Conference. They did not clinch a playoff spot as of yet, because all they have to do is win tomorrow, aka today. It's actually today as I record this, so it is actually later today, later on Tuesday. They go ahead and have to win to clinch, or if it's a Phoenix loss at any point in time the rest of the season, and the Lakers clinch the Pacific Division and a playoff spot. They're still 1.5 games ahead of Denver in the Western Conference, 2.5 if you consider the tiebreaker that they own over Denver. So they still have to continue to win. So we'll see what happens as James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, and the crew comes to Los Angeles. They are flying in right now as I speak, they're flying in from Utah, where they won on the road in Salt Lake City on Monday night, 122 to 113 themselves. Evan Mobley had 34, Donovan Mitchell had 34, James Harden 13. So we will see what happens. Again, 14 assists for him. So with James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, they're starting to get their crew back together and starting to get some name players. I'll get Allen back in the mix. They've had Max Strus come back in recent days. So they're starting to look very competitive, and they've actually had a pretty good calendar year since the year turned over to 2026. They've been playing much improved ball, and so we will see what happens when they come in with some momentum playing against the Lakers later tonight at the Crypt. And again, they're not anything to sneeze at. They've got 47 wins themselves, so good test for the Lakers before they head out on the road to face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder on Thursday. And let's see if we can get the victory later tonight, and I'll have the recap for you on tomorrow's Lakers latest as well. But again, big shout out to what we'll see tomorrow, later today, with James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, and of course Evan Mobley, and the rest of the Cleveland Cavaliers later today. Good test for the Lakers. Both teams played. The harder game was for Cleveland. They're flying in. But we saw this situation during the 9-game winning streak. When you have so much momentum, you're fighting the fatigue a lot better, as we saw the Lakers when they won those 2 in Houston. Then after that second game, won that game in less than 24 hours against Miami with a 60 spot from Luka. So Let's not underestimate the Cavs later today in the crypt, and we'll get this job done, hopefully, for the Lakers indeed. But before we head on out, before we head to your comments, wanted to go ahead and uh, send some best well wishes. Get well wishes to Stu Lance and Lawrence Tanner. If you don't know who they are, um, if you don't have the local Lakers station, the Lakers channel, as far as it's concerned, for their viewing, the legendary Stu Lance, who has been with the Lakers doing their analysis alongside the play-by-play commentators, Chick Hearn for many, many years, and now Paul McDonald. As far as alongside him, but he's Stu Lance has been there since the 80s, actually since the 70s, I think, late 70s, I think, 79, I want to say. But again, because remember, it was Keith Erickson, or it was Pat Riley, then Keith Erickson, then after Keith Erickson was Stu Lance. And Stu Lance was just been a tremendous part of what we've seen as far as over the years. Saw the entire Lakers Showtime era, and has been with the Lakers for so many years. Has seen all the championships, the Kobe championships, the Shaq championships, and of course saw the 2020 championships as well. So, yeah, just a credit to him. And again, we're wishing him all the best to see. Hopefully, as it's been, I guess the actual PR report is that he's recovering from a medical procedure, and at 79, we're still hope that he has many years left to go with the Lakers as far as it's concerned. 35 years plus of broadcasting with the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm just hopeful that he'll be able to do many more with the Lakers. And also Lawrence Tanner, who's the public address announcer and has been since the days like Stu, for decades, going back to the Forum, where you heard his loud, low toned, baritone, booming voice throughout the years with the first, again, Showtime era, and then leading into the Kobe era, Kobe Shaq era, and then into the LeBron era as well. So again, both these guys, they're hallmarks, they're pillars of the Lakers community, and I'm hoping they will feel better very soon to get well very soon indeed. They had a new public address announcer there the past couple games, and it's just been weird, just been different. And again, difference not always better, especially when you have great voices like Stu Lance and Lawrence Tanner, indeed. So get well soon, guys. But before we head on out, wanted to go ahead and get to your comments. Hopefully, you guys are doing well tonight as I go ahead and talk about this, or doing well in the morning when you listen to this, because I'm doing this on Tuesday morning. So hopefully, you are having a good morning indeed if you hear this then, or afternoon. Tusso needed help from the bench to get it done versus Washington without Luka and Marcus Smart. And yes, tough, they got it done. Craig said the Lakers game against Washington depends on LeBron and Austin scoring at least 25. The bench has to contribute. Well, they didn't need to score 25, but the bench did contribute. I've talked about at length how bad this bench is scoring wise, one of the worst in the league. Well, they played well above just the 38 points from both Kennard and Hayes that outpaced anything that they do on a normal basis. So grateful for that. Luka might have cost the Lakers third place. No, it worked out fine, Craig. It worked out fine. So he come back. He'll be fresher than ever. The Lakers got the win, and we go from there. So hopefully he will not get any more technicals, two more technicals, and then he'll be suspended again for the rest of the season. So I mean, as far as if any gets two more technicals, then he gets another suspension. If he gets two more technicals than that, and then it goes for the rest of the season, which is only 7 games left. So just try not to get any more technicals. How about that? Just try not to get any more technicals, Luka. And then it resets itself for the playoffs. But again, for the playoffs, just try to avoid that. You're not going to get as many calls as you think you should get, especially in the playoffs. And it's just, Luka, just come on. It's such a detriment to the team when you get in trouble like that. And I really would like to make sure that you're focused in on what needs to be done and get the Lakers going in the playoffs this postseason. The rest of the starting lineup is lucky to get 25 points. Again, They got more than that. So again, it was a good game, Craig. It was a good game indeed. It's great to have the Lakers playing like that without the services of Marcus Smart, Adu Thiero, who's still out with the knee management, and then of course Luka Doncic. And then that's funny. With Pinty and his comments, he said Jaden Ivey does not even understand why he got waived. Well, if you've read his comments or seen his comments, it's not too hard to figure out. They're reprehensible, and I won't even discuss that on the air as far as what was said. It's just, yeah, Jaden Ivey was waived, and I'll just leave it at that. He made some terrible comments, and if he doesn't, you know, he's not looking to apologize, I guess, for them. So I guess that's it. So that's that. Scott Foster might be the worst referee in the NBA according to Pinty. Well, just ask Chris Paul. He'll probably agree with you on that. Luka would never get 25 free throws. Well, he has gotten 25 free throws in the game, Pinty. But I think when you're talking about is SGA, who got 25 free throws tonight in his game, who then they came back to beat Detroit in overtime. And I know that's a big source of conversation is the amount of free throws he is getting. And all I said was on the post game, I'll leave it at this, because Luka and Austin have similar games where they are really thriving if they can get double digits in the free throws. And it's a tit for tat type of situation. If SGA is going to get those calls, then Luka and Austin have to get those calls in the playoffs. If SGA doesn't, then I would assume Luka and Austin are not. And Luka better not moan and groan about it, or else he's going to get a lot of tease come this postseason. I'll just say that. But it can't be one way or the other. It can't be just one side get one thing, and as far as all the calls and the other side no. It has to be fairly called on both sides of the equation, and I'm hoping that's the case. But SGA feasts a lot and thrives a lot at the free throw line. Austin and Luka do too as well. And I will just say that this postseason, I would rather it not be a free throw contest. I would rather let them play. I know that might mean more fouls or more plays where it looks like there's fouls on our guys, but if they're letting them all play and cutting down on the number of fouls, then you know what? As long as it's evenly called, that's all I ask, and we'll go from there. But again, if you have thoughts on that, as far as SGA, as far as the fouls, as far as what the Lakers playing against the Cavs and seeing what they do to need to beat the Cavs, and if you have any well wishes to Stu Lance and Lawrence Tanter, man, I'm wishing those two all the best. They're pillars of the Lakers community, and hopefully everything will go okay for those two. If you have any thoughts on that, or as well upcoming with the Final Four, March Madness, and NBA Draft, the Lakers, what they're looking for this season, summer, what is going to happen then, postseason, anything as far as you want to drop on there and get my word on it, please let me know in the comments below. It is sincerely and greatly appreciated. So again, it's Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching, listening. Truly appreciate you doing so. It is Lakers Latest. Make sure you stop on by the big station, the big central hub for all those sports shows that are there for the FanArc Network by typing in FanArc on a search on YouTube and hopping on over to the main channel right there. But make sure you like and subscribe to here on the way out. And I will be back tomorrow with a recap of the Lakers and Cavs and what's up ahead with a very monumental game on Thursday as well. Can the Lakers get the win and wrap up the Pacific Division and a playoff spot? We'll find out, but we'll have the answer for you on tomorrow's Lakers Latest. Gerald Glassford once again, thank you for so much for watching and listening, but we'll be back tomorrow right here at Lakers Latest. Thanks again for watching, and here's hoping you have yourself a terrific, terrific day.